Welcome to Over 50 Weight Watchers fans. I'm making some chickpeas here and sort of making a little bit of a mess. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I wanted to give you an update on the new plan that Weight Watchers has forced us to go to. I will say this, that it does have its success stories. My wife has lost 7 pounds and is doing well on it and wants to continue to lose more weight. So the ability to lose weight is there. I thought that I might be able to show you how I cook my chickpeas, because this is the easy way that I find, and I've always kind of done this to sort of, come up with a healthy snack. And I never counted the chickpeas as points. And I'm going to just briefly show you how I prepare them. But what I'm doing right now is I'm boiling the chickpeas and I'm scooping the starch off of them. Now I just took a regular bag of dried chickpeas, okay? And you want to soak your chickpeas for about, I'd say 6 to 8 hours. The more you soak the chickpeas, the faster they will cook. And now that I have this boiling, I guess I should probably just from one angle. You know what I look like. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, hit the like button. The dislike button doesn't really have a function anymore. If you'd like to share this video with your friends out there, I'd like to try to help as many people as I could. And if you have any questions, comment down below. I know that I was not very positive on this new plan, and I'm still not. As you can see, this is just kind of the procedure here. You gotta just keep scooping this starch off. And now that it's boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for about, let's go with 25 minutes. That sounds good. Hit start on that, and there we go. And then what I do is I boil these, and when it gets down to about, and I'm going to just dump this down the sink, get rid of that, because you got to keep scooping this off for about the first 5 minutes. And you want them to be sort of, I guess you can see me talking to you. You want them to be a consistency where they're not mushy, but you don't want them to be crunchy. Because what you're going to do is they're going to go here next. They're going to go in the air fryer, and I usually put them on, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this. Let's see. I'm going to go to the on this, because for the longest time, I just stopped doing them. You're not on, it's just me. It's on bake or air crisp.
What?
The air fryer.
To make what?
The chickpeas.
Oh, crisp.
Okay. So air crisp. So you don't want to do roast. You don't want to do bake. So as you can see, this is real high-tech recording I got going on here. I don't have any video editing software. So I'm going to hit the air crisp button, and I usually go for about 375 degrees. I'm going to come back over here and just show you, you got to keep, spooning this stuff off. And this will probably be the last time I have to spoon it. You're going to want to go ahead and give it a stir as you're doing this, obviously. And you have to make sure the chickpeas stay covered by water the entire time, because the water will burn off. Also, just make sure that you don't fill the pot full of chickpeas and put too many chickpeas in there and then cover them with, because I did this the first time I did it. The chickpeas absorbed all the water and actually raised the lid up off the pot, and then soaking them just kind of became a pointless effort there, because only half the chickpeas got soaked. So it just delayed my cooking of them. Then what I do is I've got my spices laid out right over there, and there we go. I'll go into those a little bit more in a second, but I want to get my oil out, I always like to put a little bit of olive oil in them. You're probably saying, well, the olive oil, that kind of adds points. All right, well, let me tell you, I have done this for years. I'm a lifetime member. I have never counted chickpeas as points. But what I do is, on this new plan, I count them, each cup, as a vegetable, and I count that. And right now, my weight is staying where it's at. The thing I don't like about this whole new plan is you don't get the same reward for your exercise. So in other words, I would do, 60 minutes on the treadmill and I would get 24 fitness points on the old plan. I do 60 hours on the treadmill and I get like 9 points added to my weeklies. So, and I'm still a big guy. I still like to eat, and so I miss those points. So I'm going to try to tell you what we kind of try to do to make things a little bit simpler and easier. So like I said, I hope you find this video helpful, and you're going to just have to deal with my dogs in the background because they just bark at anything, and it's time for them to get their treats. I probably shouldn't have said that too loud. Let me show you what seasonings I use. So what I do is I always sprinkle some seasoned salt, or not seasoned salt, kosher salt, and I'm going to use seasoned salt. I sprinkle a little bit of ground cumin, cayenne pepper, a little bit of chili powder, seasoned salt, some garlic powder. I'm going to throw some white pepper in this time to go with some black pepper. Ranch dressing, this is a key here. I don't put too much on there, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And so I'll put them in here, and I'll fill this up to about an inch from the top with chickpeas. Squirt a little oil, stir it, toss them in here, run them for about 18 minutes. You need to make sure when you put them in the air fryer, this isn't like fantasy football where you've got a player that you just set and forget about him. Say Saquon Barkley wasn't injured. You would play Saquon Barkley every single week, regardless of who he's playing. You can't just put them in there and forget about them, because if you don't stir them every so often, they will get seriously cooked on one side, and then the rest of them. So you'll have chickpeas that are crunchy on one side and then soft and mushy on the other, and I just don't like to have that situation going. Something that my wife did, she's amazing, by the way. She comes up with all these great ways to make salads, but she makes a salad called Cowboy Caviar. What she did this week is she just did a salad where you mix a bunch of different types of lettuce, cabbage. This salad is like way old. It needs to be trashed, so I don't know if I even really want to show it to you. It doesn't look too bad, but it's on its last leg. So let me set it down. And she calls this the mother-in-law salad because the mother-in-law would make it, but you can see it's got different lettuces in there, cabbage, onions, cucumbers, and then what you do is you put your tomatoes on the side, okay? And she also cut up a bunch of peppers, so I would toss some peppers in there. So I would take this, she calls it the Wanda salad because that's the name of the mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law that made it. We've got a huge extended family. That's another conversation for another day. So I would eat that this week, and then I would take these. I love these. Are these light and fit yogurts. I'll just quit changing camera angles. I can show this to you. But these light and fit Greek yogurts are 2 points each with 12 grams of protein. So 2 points each. That's pretty serviceable. I'm getting like super close to the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope you don't hammer me on this video too much. But I thought while I had the chickpeas going, I would try to talk about it. So I take some fresh fruit. I take the salad. I have my yogurt. And then like earlier this week, she did some pork chops, and she cooked the pork chops. Did some of this Louisiana fryer stuff, but do the Louisiana fryer stuff in the oven. It still is a good way to bread the pork chops. So I would take a pork chop. So I've got the pork chop, and it was a thin pork chop. So each pork chop was about 2 points. So I took 2 pork chops. So there's 4 points. 2 points for the yogurt. Okay. And then the salad is essentially free because it's got nothing but vegetables in there. And I would take 2 cups of salad. So those 2 cups of salad I would plug into the Weight Watchers app as vegetables. So I would get 2 points back for eating the salad. And I love this dressing by Wishbone. I know you're probably going to say, ooh, fat-free, you're going to lose a lot of flavor. You can put 4 tablespoons of this on your salad, and it's only going to run you 1 point. So just to refresh the meal, you got the 2 pork chops, there's 4 points. The yogurt, that puts me at 6. The dressing, that's 7. So I had the salad, I had the yogurt, I had the pork chops, and I mean, that's a pretty decent, sized lunch, and it's 7 points. And then you get 2 of those points back courtesy of the salad. Now, when I get ready to make the chickpeas, okay, and I'll just give you a quick update on how they look. Okay, so they're doing their boiling thing, so I'm going to go ahead and stir them again. And I hope this video is not too long. I'm going to try to end it here shortly. I'm just trying to think of things that I'm doing on this new plan to make things better. But I count every cup of chickpeas as a vegetable. So, like, I'll come home and I'll have my Crown Royal. This is what's really cool about this new plan is the Crown Royal apple. This right here, I can have 3 shots of that for 2 points. So I'll have my Crown Royal apple. I have some chickpeas. So the 2 cups of chickpeas, that cancels out the Crown Royal. It's like those points never even really counted. And then drink your 64 ounces of water. That gives you another point. But that's kind of what I did for this week. This is going on 12 and a half minutes. I'm trying to think of what else I could suggest on the fly. Fresh fruit is good. I have not been counting. Like on the old plan, I would I'd eat a can of pineapple, take a can of pineapple with me, and then the can of pineapple, if it's in 100% fruit juice, I never counted it, okay? I did that for weeks on end. Anything that was in 100% fruit juice, I counted as 0 points. So I'll still do that, and I still am staying at 197. That's where I've been for basically the last couple of years. Trying to think of anything else. Cool little fun fact. My wife, these tortillas are 1 point. They're the little carb counter street tortillas. So if you want a little tortilla with what you're doing, you can do that. I love these. These are still 1 point. The Extreme Wellness. I would make wraps out of these. So I would take, instead of doing sandwiches, because I would love doing sandwiches, so I would make a wrap out of that. You guys are seeing my kitchen, which is kind of in a remodeling stage. But, just kind of, that's, scan everything, track everything, but try to become creative with your vegetables. Like, instead of having hummus with, crackers or chips or whatever or the little pita things, take some carrots, take some broccoli. I got a bag of broccoli in there that I would just dip in with it. So, it's just trying to find ways to put those vegetables into your plan, because if you were counting on the points aren't going to help you exercise-wise. So you're going to have to make things, you're going to have to find ways to manipulate the points in your favor. So this is what I found so far. I'd still drink a lot of Crystal Light. I drink a lot of Propel waters. Try to stay away from sodas unless it's, zero sugar soda. I know you can get into the argument over whether, that's bad for you or not, but sugar, is not good on Weight Watchers. I mean, if you want that Coca-Cola, you're going to have to account for those 10 points. So, but that's pretty much what I've been trying to do. I wanted to show you the chickpeas. That's always kind of been a staple of mine. But when I had brain surgery, I wasn't in the mood to do it. I just didn't have the energy. And so now that this new plan has kicked in, I have to, find a way to make things work out in my favor. So I'm back to the chickpeas and kind of staying away from chips and whatnot. But with that, I'm going to stop spinning around. I know this video has probably been horrible. But if you would hit the subscribe button, if I can get to 1,000, then I'll start getting a little more play on YouTube, and then maybe I can go get some video editing software and try to figure out how to make it work. But this is going on 16 minutes. I'm going to shut it down here. Hit that subscribe button, Weight Watchers people. If you have a question, please ask. I don't mind trying to help you. And just to let you know, I do splurge. We went to the Cheesecake Factory today, and I had that double extreme chocolate. I just ate it. That was my actual dinner because we ate lunch there and we ate kind of late. That bad boy was 92 points for a slice of cheesecake. Yeah, that's right, 92 points. Usually on the old plan, I could get half that back at the gym. Tomorrow I could get 40 points easily. Those days are gone. So I hope this video helps you out there. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and until next time, take care, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. Later.